So in this video, we'll be talking about NMAP, and the fact that you are here means you've heard about NMAP, you know a little bit about NMAP. And this video, let's cut to the chase here. I'm just going to go straight forward with simple commands that you need to know about NMAP and the ones that you'll be using in your daily activities as a cybersecurity professional or as a networking guy. So let's begin. So the first command we'll be looking at is the commands regarding the host discovery. So in this case, whenever you've been assigned to perform a vulnerability assessment or penetration testing, these are the type of commands that you need to confirm whether these hosts are actually up or alive. And without wasting much time, we go ahead and type this command. So this command will show you whether the host is up or not. So as you can see here, it's showing that the host is up. And you can also perform the same scan on a host subnet. So you go ahead and type this command as well and change the subnet, change the IP to the subnet address. So go ahead and type enter here, and as you can see, it's going to scan through all the devices that are on the same network, and then you can see, as you can see, we have 3 hosts up here. Right now there's another command which is equivalent to the first one. There's no difference but in terms of performance, but it's actually a bit different, the syntax, right? So as you can see here, this command is also a host discovery command. I think you can use both of them interchangeably. So it's going to show you the number of hosts that are up. So this is for the host discovery commands. Now we'll be taking a look at the ones that are used to discover the network topology. So in this case, whenever you've been assigned to, like I said, to perform a penetration testing or vulnerability assessment, in most cases they will give you a particular IP range to work within, right? So in order to also find out whether there are other associated routes that these packets travel through before it gets to you, in order to determine the network topology, go ahead and type this command. That is a sudo nmap followed by sn, then double dash, and then trace route. So with this command, what it does is it's going to show you the number of hops that these packets take before it gets to you, right? So as you can see here, we have 3 hosts here, right? I use the subdomain, the subnet. So as you can see, we have a first one here with the IP address of 11. It had 1 hop, and then the RTT, which is the round trip time. So it actually determines the time that it takes for a packet to travel from the source to a destination and then returns back, right? And it's mostly affected by the distance of the network, topology. So in this case, this one had a 1 hop and also the RTT for 2 milliseconds, and then the second also had the same 1 hop and also 3 milliseconds. So this is essential command when it comes to vulnerability or penetration testing, is actually having 1 hop, because I'm actually having virtual machines connected together without any firewalls or anything. If there were any firewalls or any other components on the network, you see multiple hops, right? So that is all for the network topology. Now the most essential part I'll be looking at is the port scanning, right? So with this, is going to scan for the ports, whether they are open or closed. There's another essential command that you need to know when it comes to port scanning, and with this command, is going to show you the service version running on the ports, which is really vital for information gathering, because when you know the services that are running on these ports, the service version, it'll be easier for you to search for exploits associated with it in case it's vulnerable. So as you can see here, these are the services that are running on it, and the service versions that are running on these ports, right? If there are 3 options when it comes to this the state of these ports. We have open, we have closed, and we have filtered. Whenever you see filtered, it means it has a firewall behind it, or there's a security protocol in place to prevent anything from happening. There's another scan that I want to show you before I go, and it's capital P and N. So this is another essential command, right? So all that this does is assumed that all the host that you are scanning is already up, so it doesn't actually go and check for host discovery before scanning for the ports. It quickly skip the host discovery and quickly targets the ports for scanning. It's actually an option to use because some firewalls would make it look like the host is down in order to prevent any other scans from going on. So with this, it's actually good for firewall and IDS evasion, because this time it's not going to scan to check whether the host is up or live before it performs the port scanning. So the next command that we'll be looking at is that is the NMAP command that is used to detect the operating system of the target, right? So let's say if you are performing a scan on this target, you use this command, which is used to identify the operating system and also the ports as well. So as you can see here, the OS is a Linux. I'm actually scanning the Metasploitable machine, which is a vulnerable operating system. It's a Linux distro. Use a Linux kernel, as you can see here. So the last command that I'll be leaving you with, although these are not all the commands associated with NMAP, I'll leave a link in the description below for you guys to go and check out the guide on the official NMAP site. But before I go, I'll leave you with this command. There is a command that normally is an aggressive scan. So with this scan, it's going to detect the operating system and the version, and it's going to scan and identify the services running on these ports. It's going to run a script to gather information, additional information about the target's IP, and also it's going to trace route the network path of the target. So it's a combination of all the above, right? Ideally, if you want to run an undetected scan, it's not advisable. Speaking of an undetected scan, there is another scan that will actually help you. So if you can remember, we did a TCP scan, right? The opposite of it is the stealth scan. So with this, it doesn't perform the full TCP handshake, so it's mostly used as a stealth scan. Most IT companies have security protocols that will detect even a stealth scan. Not all of them, but some. I mean, this is the little that I can do for now. So if you want more content like this, do also like and subscribe, and I'll leave a link in the description below to NMAP's website, official website. There's a guide over there, so you can go ahead and look through and practice on your own. If you like this video, do also like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.